today. We're off to Disneyland Paris this morning. It's me and my daughter Victoria, just the two of us going for 2 nights, 3 days. So we're in the northeast, so we're flying with Air France this morning from Newcastle Airport and into Charles de Gaulle and then down to Disney from there, and we are staying at the Newport Bay. I've never been to Disneyland Paris before, so this is all new for me, first time. Victoria has been, but only on a day trip. So it's going to be new for us both, really, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to it, quite excited. I'm going to try not to compare it to Disney World in Florida, but you know, I'll try my hardest not to, but we'll see what we go while we're there. So we're just off shortly to get the plane, and then hopefully I'll be able to show you around Disneyland Paris, and we'll go from there. Bye for now. Okay, we've arrived. We're in room 1127, which is on the ground floor. It's a lake view room. We've got 2 double beds and a little table in the between, and these lovely porthole Disney characters around the room. They're really nice. Just give the room a little bit of a Disney touch. As I say, we're on the ground floor, so we're overlooking the lake. So I think that's the lake that we use to go to walk to the parks, but I'm not sure. But Sequoia Lodge is over the road, so I've got a feeling it is. We've got a nice little dressing table here, and a chair, and the obligatory coffee machine here as well. And then we've got the TV and loads of big drawer space. These are deceiving because I thought this was 1, but it's actually, I thought it was 2, but it's 1. And then we've got in here the highlight, kettle and tea, which is what I need. So I'm happy with that. Excellent. And then we'll come to the bathroom. I haven't actually switched this bathroom light on yet, so here we go. Here we go. So you've got the lovely sink there, towels. We've got a nice safe. Standard Disney safe, coat hangers, extra blankets, and a nice little seat. Well, actually it's good for the cases, so we'll stick the cases on there as well. And in the bathroom we've got a bath and a shower head. Some little shower gels, more towels, another seat there, that'll be handy, and the loo. Nice, so nice and clean, nice and bright. Oh, it's the old style European hairdryer. That's going to be a bit of a pain, but we're only here for 2 days, so we'll be happy with that. It'll do the job. And that's the room. Just to show you the view, I haven't looked at this myself. So we are in the ground floor, so our patio, oh God, opens onto it's a lake view. Lots of people walking along. I'm assuming that might take us to the Disney parks. I don't really know, but it's a big open area there. But it's nice. Yeah, I think that's the lake you walk around to get to the parks. I think that over there, I think you see it, hold on, here is Sequoia Lodge, which is just over the other side of the lake. So I think that's that there. So hopefully. So this is Newport Bay. Lovely and bright. Floor's lovely, carpeting's lovely. It's just really nicely well themed. So we're just heading up now to go to our first park. Well, we'll eventually find our way out. Hi everybody. We're here. We're just going to head off to, there's the Newport Bay behind me. We've just come out. We're still getting our bearings round, but got our ears on and we're ready to go. So I'm just going to walk slowly over and see what we can do. This is Victoria, my daughter, but we're all ready to go. First trip in. The top tink. Can't really make it out very well, but we're now heading over to Paris, the Caribbean. This is the pirate ship and the skull head over the other side of the water. They're looking really great. There's nice big caves underneath the skull, just that you can explore as well. We're going on Star Tours. It's a 5-minute wait. It is. It's dark. It is freezing. I've been on this before. My first time here, and we have done it in Florida. My first time here. Yeah, it's in French. Yes, I have heard that you can ask for an English version. And they can be accommodating to that if you ask, but not all the time. So I may ask and just see. They can only say no. Hi everyone, I'm just waiting for Victoria. We've just got off Star Tours, which was really good. It was in French. We didn't ask if they would change it because it was a little bit busy, but great ride as ever. Victoria's gone on Hyperspace Mountain. As you can see, it's a 5-minute single ride away and it's only 15 minutes for the main ride. So she's bobbed on there because I don't like roller coasters at all. So it's really quiet at the moment, so we're getting around quite a few little bits and bobs, and it's so cold though, it's freezing, so we're all wrapped up. A busy day for us today, so I think we'll head out and start again tomorrow. This Avengers commissary is brilliant. It's so atmospheric. As you can see, all the characters are up on the top there. And it's great. It's just a good vibe about the whole thing. It's so clean, and it's just the whole area is really well done. So I think this is going to be my favourite part of this park. There's not really a lot else I'm keen on, but I'm really enjoying this part of it. So you've got Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man. I don't know some of them, I'm not a big Avengers fan, but I'm really, really enjoying it. Spot on. So Spider-Man's out now, he's up on this other roof, which is where the web slingers is. So the only thing is that you just sort of, he just appears and because he doesn't really have any sort of sound, he's just sort of turned up on the roof, and we happened to have spotted him, so we didn't, otherwise we might not have even known he was there. So he needs some sort of little jingle or something to get people's attention. But there's people now, there's people now, spotted him, so everybody's looking, but it isn't that busy really. But he's, it's just so good. So these little lovely kiosks all the way down, really nice. There's all sorts of grapes. There's a vegan one here, and the one we've just got from up there. It's so nice. So tasty. The queue's not too bad, so that's good for us. And this is the French area where Remy is. I really like that. Morning everyone. Well, that's the end of our Disneyland Paris vlogs. Just to explain, I didn't film a lot. Firstly, it was freezing, and I had to take my gloves off and everything when I was just in the camera. But because it was our first time, I felt like I wasn't able to enjoy it as much because I was too busy trying to sort out filming. So rather than film too much, I just wanted to enjoy the park and take it all in myself first. And then if we ever go back, obviously we've got the chance to film it properly then. But I didn't want to miss anything just by looking into a camera, because that's just not me. So we are back now. We had a great time. It was freezing. Luckily it was dry. But it was really cold. But the park wasn't too busy. Sorry, this is Jasper, my little man. Yes, all right. So yeah, the park wasn't too busy. It was quite good. I mean, obviously it's because of the time of the year. But it was, yes, I know. But it was great. I mean, the wait times were all fairly short. I mean, you're talking less than sort of 25 to 30 minutes for everything except the likes of Crush's Coaster, which peaked out probably about 75 minutes, in the web slingers thing as well. But we hit lucky at times when we did the Crush's Coaster first thing. I went to go on it, but I have a bad knee and I got my foot jammed as we got in and hurt my knee. So I just couldn't go on it. So the cast members were great. They helped me off. Victoria stayed on and she enjoyed it. But she did say when we got off, Mum, you wouldn't have liked that. So I'm so pleased that I didn't end up going on it. Everything else, so the web sling is by far my favourite ride. It was great. It's Toy Story Mania, but doing the Spider-Man thing, it was so good, and the cars were great. You just walked into them, sat down, bar came down and off you went. It was really, really good. Cast members, brilliant. They were so friendly. Obviously most of them spoke English anyway, but they were so friendly and helpful and everything. There was, I didn't feel anything different to when I go to Disney, and the parks were so clean. I would say probably cleaner than they are at Walt Disney World. We saw so many cleaners walking around, just sweeping up the dirt as you go, but it was spotless. It really was spotless. It's how Walt Disney World used to be. I know that might be a bit contentious, but it's true. Everything. The only thing that wasn't as clean were the toilets. There was always cleaners in there, but every time you went to a toilet, they were blocked or there was something in it. So that was the only really the downside of the cleaning side of it. I loved Disneyland Park. When you went in and saw the castle for the first time. The castle's small, but it's not as small as I thought I was expecting it to be. So I thought it was lovely. And I think the pink colours, the pink and the gold on it, were popping. It was so pretty. And I loved inside that you could go down and see the dragon, and you can go up to the see the stained glass windows and all the Sleeping Beauty things, and you can go outside and look over the park. I thought that was lovely. Definitely worth doing, and it just made it worth it just for the park, for the castle. Sorry. On a night as well, it was lit up beautiful. Generally, the Disneyland Park was my favourite. It felt Disney. Walt Disney Studios didn't feel Disney to me. It felt more, I described it as like Islands of Adventure. You know, when you go into Islands of Adventure and it's busy and people are just walking around, it's literally for rides. That's how it felt going into Walt Disney Studios. So it didn't feel as Disney-fied at all. I know they've got the Toy Story Land bit. I went on that parachute drop and it was horrendous. Screamed the place down. Everyone in the queue was laughing. And my daughter was crying with laughter because she thought it was hilarious. She's going, look at the views. And I was too busy screaming to worry about that. So as you can tell, I'm not a ride person at all. The place where Ratatouille is, that was lovely with loads of little kiosks. You'll have seen that on the video I've done, but that was a nice little area. It was very busy, but it was nicely themed, and the music throughout the park was just so lovely. It was so Disney. In the Disneyland Park, it was so Disney. I loved it. Walt Disney Studios Park was more lots of Avengers and all that sort of type of music. The Avengers area, I don't really know the Avengers. I've seen one Thor film, that's it. But it was really good atmosphere in there, and it was well themed, it was clean, and the characters kept coming out, as you saw on the video again, on the roof. They came out, and Spider-Man came out on the roof over the other side. The Guardians of the Galaxy guys came, and literally I was waiting for Victoria, who was on the Avengers ride, and they literally sat on the table next to me. Just came from nowhere, didn't even spot them at first. So that was good. And then they were wandering around, and we saw Captain America wandering around as well. Had hold of a little boy's hand. That was really nice as well. That Pim's Kitchen, we did go there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm doing a separate video with the food on, just to keep that separate, so you can actually you can appreciate that a little bit more. But the Pim's Kitchen, the queue was massive, and I thought, oh, that's just people going for walk-ups. But when we went and asked about it, because we did have a reservation, that was the queue for the reservations. So we booked for 3, and we spoke to the guy at 2:30, and he said you can join the queue at 2:45. To be honest, we just went across, did web slingers on single rider. It was literally 10 minutes, came off, went in the queue. By then the queue had dialed right down for us. So we were actually queuing inside. There was only maybe 4 or 5 people in front of us. And we were seated more or less straight away as well. But by the time we were sitting down, I could see the queue was well out the door. So it's worth getting there early, just to, if you're going to be queuing, to be able to get in. But that Pim's Kitchen was really nice. The food was lovely. The theming was great. The cast members were great. The servers, you know, it was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. Disney Village. I was disappointed with Disney Village. It was trying to be something it really isn't. There was quite a lot of work going on. There was a Starbucks and a World of Disney and a Disney shop as well, and a sports bar and things like that. But it was very much, you just walked through it to get to where you were going. And there was music blasting all the time, but it didn't feel like it had a nice atmosphere, like a relaxed atmosphere. It just felt like it was trying too hard. That was my opinion. We wandered through it. There's a McDonald's there as well. We stuck our head in just to see what it looked like. It was 2 floors on that. And we ate at the steakhouse, which is on, again, I've put on this in the other video, the steakhouse on Disney Village. That was lovely. It was really, really nice. It's huge inside. But we were fine, even in January when we went in for our reservation, they were saying to people, no, there's no availability till 10 o'clock. So even in January, the availability was really limited. It must get really popular. So book as soon as you can. I think it's 60 days out. We booked it this holiday quite late, so it was well within the 60 days. But keep trying, because the Pim's Kitchen we'd booked originally the day before, and we kept refreshing it, and eventually we found another booking availability. So just keep on the app, keep going in every couple of hours and just check to see if any availability pops up, because it does tend to. But that steakhouse is really nice as well. Overall, the hotel was lovely. Really, really nice, nicely themed, clean, huge hotel. But nicely placed just round the lake. We were sort of the opposite end to where the New York hotel, the Marvel Hotel is. We did go in there, and it's lovely in there as well. But I know from when we were looking to book originally, the prices are so expensive in there to stay. And it's literally maybe 5 to 7 minutes walk from our hotel to that hotel, which is on the way to Disney Village. So for us, there was no advantage to staying there other than it's a Marvel hotel. That was the only thing. There was good theming inside, but you can go in and say that anyway. So yeah, all in all, we really enjoyed it. We had a lovely time. Would I go back? I'm in two minds. I would love to go back to Disneyland Park, but I wasn't bothered about the Hollywood studio, the Walt Disney Studios, although I would want to go to Web Slingers again because I love that. So I wasn't fussed about that. And for the money we spent, even in January, that will be a good chunk of more or less your flight money paid for to go to Florida. And I know you've got the addition of the park tickets and everything like that when you get to Florida, but I just feel for what we paid, it was, I'm glad we went, but I think I'd rather keep my money and put it towards going to Florida instead for 2 weeks rather than we were in there 2 nights, 3 days. So it was a lot of money for that period of time. So yeah, you know, if you're thinking of going, go give it a try, especially if you've got kids. I think if you have kids, you'll get more out of it. We did love it, and you know, as I say, I would possibly go back. I don't think my husband, because I went with my daughter, I don't think my husband would be bothered about it. He'd probably like some of the rides, but I don't think, he wasn't bothered about coming this time, but I don't think, now I've been, I don't think it would make him, to me, I can't say, oh, I think you'd really enjoy it, because I don't think he'd be bothered even when we were there. So all in all, great time. Loved spending the time with my daughter. It was just a nice little breakaway, just the two of us. And our next trip, well, me and Simon are going, our next trip is in May, well, 30th of April. We're going over to Florida for 11 nights, I think it is, and then we've got another one booked in September as well, so really excited for that. So hopefully I'll have some more detailed vlogs for you then. Hopefully if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and the Disneyland food video will be coming out very shortly as well. I'm busy putting that together at the moment, and then I've got some little shorts from when we were in Florida last November to go up as well following that, and then obviously May time coming round as well. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you'd like, and I'll answer it, and I'll read any comments that I will get. But yeah, thank you very much, and bye for now.